A second passport isn't just for the ultra-wealthy anymore. Whether it's for travel freedom, tax benefits, or simply having a backup plan, dual citizenship has become increasingly accessible. But here's what most people don't know. There are 7 countries where you can get a second passport in as little as 90 days, completely legally. In this video, I'm revealing the fastest citizenship programs available in 2025, what they cost, and what benefits each one offers. Number 2 doesn't even require you to live there. Let's explore your options. Picture this. You wake up one morning, open your passport, and realize you have the power to travel visa-free to over 150 countries. You have 2 homes, 2 identities, and 2 governments that welcome you. That's not fantasy. It's a growing reality for people who've discovered the legal shortcuts to dual citizenship. And here's why this topic matters more than ever. The world is changing fast. Geopolitical tensions, stricter visa rules, and rising taxes are motivating millions of Americans to get a Plan B. A second passport isn't about escaping, it's about expanding your freedom. So today we're breaking down 7 countries that offer fast-track citizenship or residency programs that can lead to full citizenship, many in under 90 days. Let's begin our countdown. 1. St. Kitts and Nevis, the pioneer of fast citizenship. If there's one name that's legendary in the second passport world, it's St. Kitts and Nevis. This small Caribbean nation was the first country to launch a citizenship by investment program, and it remains one of the fastest and most respected. Here's how it works. You make a one-time contribution to the country's Sustainable Growth Fund, around $150,000 for a single applicant. In return, after a background check, you receive full citizenship within about 90 days. You don't have to live there, visit, or even learn a language. Once approved, you get a St. Kitts passport that grants visa-free access to over 150 countries, including the UK, the EU Schengen Zone, and many others. The passport is highly regarded because the government keeps the process transparent and secure. This program has existed since the 1980s, and it's helped build the country's economy through tourism and development. For professionals, entrepreneurs, or frequent travelers, it's a simple, legal, and efficient way to gain mobility and peace of mind, all in under 3 months. 2. Dominica, the hidden gem of the Caribbean. Next on our list is Dominica, a lush, eco-friendly island nation that offers one of the world's most affordable citizenship programs, and one that's surprisingly fast. Dominica's Citizenship by Investment program allows you to obtain citizenship in roughly 60 to 90 days by making either a government donation, starting around $100,000, or investing in approved real estate. Dominica's passport gives you visa-free access to over 140 destinations. And here's what makes it truly stand out. You don't have to relocate, maintain residency, or even visit the country during the process. It's a paper-based process handled through authorized agents, and the government is known for being efficient and supportive. This program appeals to those who want simplicity and affordability. And unlike other programs that require big investments, Dominica offers a straightforward path without hidden surprises. So, if you're looking for a legitimate second passport without a $1 million budget, this might just be the best option. 3. Grenada, citizenship with a bonus benefit. Let's move to Grenada, another Caribbean country, but with a twist. Grenada offers one unique advantage that makes it stand out from almost every other program in the region. Like Dominica, Grenada's citizenship program allows you to invest either through a government donation or real estate purchase, typically starting around $150,000. Processing time? About 90 to 120 days, depending on your application speed. But here's the hidden gem. Grenada is the only Caribbean country with an E2 visa treaty with the United States. This means that once you get Grenadian citizenship, you can apply for a U.S. E2 investor visa, allowing you to live and run a business in America legally. That's a powerful combination, a Caribbean passport with visa-free travel to Europe, Asia, and Latin America, plus a legal bridge back to the US if you ever want to return. For entrepreneurs and investors who value flexibility, Grenada offers the best of both worlds, and in just 3 months, it's entirely within reach. 4. Malta, the fast track into the European Union. Now let's go to Europe, where the process is usually longer. But one country stands out: Malta. Malta's citizenship program is often seen as the gold standard in Europe. It's more expensive, but it opens the door to something priceless: an EU passport. Malta's Naturalization for Exceptional Services program allows citizenship through direct investment, property purchase, and residency. The expedited process can take as little as 12 months, but in some cases, investors with pre-approved residency can fast-track the process in about 6 to 9 months. It's not as instant as Caribbean programs, but it's still one of the fastest and most respected ways to become an EU citizen. A Maltese passport grants visa-free travel to over 180 countries and the right to live, work, and study anywhere in the European Union. That means if you have a Maltese passport, you can move to France, Spain, or Germany, all legally and permanently. Malta's process involves strict background checks and financial transparency, which is why it maintains global credibility. If you want speed and status, this is Europe's top-tier route. 5. Turkey, fast, accessible, and strategically powerful. Coming in next is Turkey, a country that bridges Europe and Asia and offers one of the fastest citizenship by investment routes in the world. Turkey allows investors to gain full citizenship within 3 to 4 months, yes, under 120 days, by purchasing property worth at least $400,000 or by depositing a similar amount in a Turkish bank for 3 years. The application process is streamlined, the documents are straightforward, and you don't need to live there before or after approval. Turkey's passport gives visa-free or visa-on-arrival access to over 110 destinations, and it's especially attractive for entrepreneurs who want access to both European and Middle Eastern markets. There's another key advantage. Turkey is one of the few countries where your entire family, spouse, and children can be included in one application without extra bureaucracy. For those seeking speed, family inclusion, and affordability, Turkey remains one of the most practical fast-track citizenship programs in 2025. 6. Vanuatu, citizenship in 45 days. Yes, you heard that right, 45 days. Vanuatu, a peaceful island nation in the South Pacific, offers the fastest citizenship by investment program in the entire world. Through a straightforward donation of about $130,000 to the country's development fund, you can receive citizenship and your new passport in as little as 6 weeks. No residency, no interview, no language test, just a clean background check and proof of funds. Vanuatu's passport allows visa-free travel to over 100 countries, including the UK, Singapore, and Hong Kong. And while it doesn't offer as many destinations as European or Caribbean passports, its speed is unmatched. Vanuatu's process is completely legal and government-run, and it's become popular among business professionals who need a second passport for mobility or asset diversification. Imagine starting your application in January and traveling on a new passport by March. That's how fast it is. 7. Paraguay, the hidden residency shortcut. Finally, let's talk about Paraguay, one of South America's best-kept secrets for fast-track residency that leads to full citizenship. Paraguay doesn't offer instant citizenship, but here's why it makes this list. Its permanent residency process can be completed in just 90 days. Once you have that, you're only 3 years away from full citizenship. And here's the best part. There's no large investment required. You only need to deposit a small amount, roughly equivalent to $5,000 USD, into a Paraguayan bank account to prove financial stability. After that, you can live in the country, open a business, or simply hold your residency while the clock ticks towards citizenship. For those who prefer a low-cost, low-commitment path, Paraguay offers incredible value. Plus, Paraguayan citizens enjoy visa-free access across South America and much of Europe. It's not instant, but it's simple, legal, and genuinely fast in comparison to most countries' residency. Tracks. Why people are getting second passports. Now, so why are so many people suddenly talking about second passports? It's not about luxury, it's about security and freedom. Think about it. A second passport gives you freedom of movement. You're not limited to one country's visa rules. Financial flexibility. You can open international bank accounts, start businesses, or relocate your tax residence. Safety. If something happens politically, economically, or socially in your home country, you have a legal place to go. Lifestyle choice. Live where the cost of living, healthcare, or education is better, or simply more peaceful. In 2025, more Americans are exploring this path than ever before, not because they're leaving the US, but because they want options. A second passport is a strategic tool for the modern world, just like having savings, insurance, or investments. How these programs differ. Before you start planning your move, it's important to understand that not all second passports are equal. Caribbean programs, like St. Kitts, Dominica, and Grenada, focus on speed and affordability. You can get full citizenship in 2 to 3 months. European programs, like Malta and Turkey, are more expensive but come with stronger global mobility and prestige. Then you have residency-based options, like Paraguay, which cost far less but take more time before you get your passport. The key is matching your goals to the right country. Do you want mobility, business access, or a place to actually live? Each country's program fits a different type of person. The common myths about dual citizenship. Now, let's clear up a few myths, because there's a lot of misinformation out there. Myth 1. You have to give up your US citizenship. No, you don't. The US allows dual citizenship. That means you can legally hold 2 passports and enjoy the rights of both countries. Myth 2. It's illegal to buy citizenship. False. These programs are fully government approved. They're structured investments, not bribes. Every application goes through background checks and legal processing. Myth 3. It's only for millionaires. Wrong again. While European options are pricey, Caribbean programs can start as low as $100,000, and in some residency cases, even less. Many people fund them through savings or real estate investments that hold long-term value. Getting a second passport is no longer a dream for the elite. It's becoming a practical move for entrepreneurs, digital nomads, and anyone who values global freedom, building your global future. At the end of the day, a second passport isn't just about travel stamps. It's about freedom. Freedom to move, live, work, and protect your future on your terms. Imagine being able to choose the country that fits your lifestyle rather than being limited to where you were born. That's the power of dual citizenship, from the fast, straightforward programs in the Caribbean to the elite European options, to the smart residencies like Paraguay. There's a path for every kind of person. You just have to decide what freedom means to you. So, which country caught your attention? Would you rather get a passport in 90 days or start a residency that sets you up for citizenship later? Whichever path you choose, one thing's certain. In today's world, having options is power. If you found this guide helpful and want to learn more about where to live, retire, or invest abroad, make sure to stick around for the next deep dive, because freedom isn't just a dream. It's something you can plan for, starting today.